Hey guys, welcome back to another Subie World video. Today we're going to be going over the 2019 Subaru Forester radio. It's going to be a very in-depth video, going over pretty much every basic function on it. So if you need, grab popcorn, a drink, come back, meet me here, because first I have to make a phone call really quick. I'm going to be using the push-to-talk button that Subaru has on this new system, and we're going to see how it goes. Alright. Let's go. Alright, call Joe.
I am Groot.
Okay. Well, let's give that another chance. Alright, let's try this one more time. Call Joe.
I am Groot.
Okay. Alright. Let's try one more time, okay, guys? Alright. Alright, here we go. Call Joe.
I am Groot.
Hey guys, so welcome back to another Subie World video. As I said before, we are going to be going over the 2019 Subaru Forester radio today. And I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I feel like I'm dealing with Groot when I'm dealing with technology. Now, for the first time ever, I can say that the 2019, pretty much all the new Subarus, 2018 plus, have fantastic radios in them. Very easy to use. And I'm just going to go over it today. I know that a lot of this is probably simple knowledge for most of you, but I want to review it so that everybody's on the same page, everybody knows how to use the features of their radio, and that it's very simple. So, as I said, this is going to be a very in-depth video today. It is going to take some time. In the description, you will find a table of contents in which I'm going to give the rough time that you can skip forward to if you're looking for a certain part of the radio. But we're going to be going over nav today, Bluetooth, radio, pretty much all the functions. And I hope you really find this helpful. Like in my previous videos, if you like it, please like the video, subscribe, as I'll be doing more videos on upcoming features and new things about Subaru. So let's jump right in and get going. Okay, so here we are on the 2019 Forester's home screen of its radio. This is where you're going to want to be to navigate to all the major functions of the radio. It has all the same commands as like a cell phone, for example, such as swiping, or you can click, hold, and rearrange your icons on the home screen. And then on the map, you can pinch to zoom in and out. It has all the same functions. If you have any of the new radios, they're all going to work and function identical. So pretty much 2018 and newer, this tutorial is going to work for you. So without any further delay, let's go straight into it and start working with the radio. Now, we're going to select radio and it's going to open up for us. The biggest thing that I want everybody to be aware of is if you leave it at 10 volume and then you hit the power button on the radio, it's going to mute it. Now if you jump out of the vehicle and then you start it again, wherever you had left the volume at, it is going to be back at that volume. So if you leave the radio on very loud and you hit the power button, get out of the vehicle and jump back in, I just want to warn you, the radio is going to be at what you left it at before. It unmutes it when you restart the vehicle. So, that's the one quirky thing I have found with this radio. But without any further delay, let's go on once again. So on the left-hand side, you're going to find FM, AM, and Sirius XM. This is touchscreen, so all you have to do is touch the options that you wish. Then you'll have your channel indicator right here, your song, and the artist. Down here, you're going to find your equalizer, your bass, your mid, your treble, and your sound position. Hit this X to go back to the main screen. Down at the bottom, you're going to find up to 18 presets. You hit the right-hand side button to navigate between all. And then this right-hand side scroll wheel is going to be your tune dial. Once you're at a station that you want, you just push and hold until you hear a little chirp. Now you have that set. One more thing I want you to notice is that you can have FM, AM, and Sirius XM all programmed on the same preset list, making it easier to go between all your favorite stations. We're coming close to the end of the radio section of this tutorial, but before we go, we're going to move and go to scan. Now scan works identical to how it always has. Turn on and it'll start scrolling through all the local radio stations. Turn off and it'll stop it wherever you stopped it. Replay, very extremely cool feature. Hit this and you can pause live radio. It'll start recording wherever you paused, so if you're having a really in-depth conversation with somebody and you don't want to miss whatever you're listening to on the radio, you can go ahead and pause it, then pick up back where you left off, and then hit live so that you're back caught up to the most current radio. So now that we've covered the radio, we're going to go over maps. For the first time ever, the navigation is hosted by TomTom. You can go onto their website, and anytime that a road changes that's near you, you can actually just download their map on their website straight to the vehicle. The easiest it's ever been. So to go over some of the functions of the navigation, we're going to jump right in, and on the right hand side you're going to have something that looks like a bunch of vehicles piled up. That means traffic. So if you have Sirius XM, you can use the navigation with their traffic updates and it'll try to navigate around it or help you get to your destination quicker. On the right hand side you're also going to find the mute button for all the navigation commands that the radio is giving you. And then you can also quick search for gas stations nearby by hitting that, and it'll give you a drop-down list. Now we're going to go back and we're going to do navigating to a route. So if you have a destination you need to be, you come down here to menu on the bottom left, tap that, and then go to search destination at the very top. Now I have a previous address entered we're going to navigate to, but you just type in your address just like normal. 123 Roosevelt Road in Chicago, Illinois, 60629 if that's where you're heading. And it'll give you the option to confirm it down below earlier than when you finish typing in the event that it's guessed where you want to head. So once you've selected the route you want to go or the place you want to go, it's going to take a few seconds to navigate, and then it'll give you route options down below, such as like avoiding highways, tollways, bridges, ferries. There's a pretty long list. Then below the route options, you're going to find some easier route options in which if you're looking for the shortest route or the fastest route or the most economic route, you can select those down below. So once you're happy with whatever you have selected, here's all the route options that you can avoid. I mistakenly hit it. Once you're ready, you just hit go, and she'll start giving you voice commands. I have her muted right now, but you can unmute her or turn her volume up
2 miles, turn right onto north
by using the normal volume control on your radio. Once we're done navigating to where we need to go, we can hit cancel. That was under the menu option. Now your other option here is going to be nearby places. That's basically your points of interest, your restaurants, hotels, basically anything nearby that is quick and easy that you know about. You can just quickly go in here and find it. You can also save favorites in here, such as like your home or your work. You just go in here, type in the address, and save it. Now, I don't recommend saving your home address just in the event your vehicle is ever stolen. But that pretty much wraps up the navigation. It's the easiest it's ever been, and if you do have any further questions, as this is probably the most complicated part of the new Subaru radios, please just leave me questions or comments in the comments below. Alright, let's go back to the home screen. From here, we're going to go to phone next. Go ahead and press phone, and this is going to be your home screen for the phone. It basically tells you that your phone's connected, your battery life, and your signal strength. You have a read dial option on the left hand side, which will give you your last phone call, and then change device in the top right corner in the event you would like to add or switch devices with somebody else in the vehicle. You can only have one device paired at one time. Overview. This is what we're looking at now. Favorites are going to be any of your phone book entries, which I don't have mine downloaded right now, but it would be any of your phone book entries that you select and put a star next to their name. Recent is all going to be all your most recent phone calls, and then keypad is literally just exactly how it sounds. You can type in whichever number you choose and dial that number simply from here. Now, you can also hit the push to talk button on the steering wheel, which is right here. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Right there. If you hit this button, you can do what I was doing at the beginning of this video and say call Joe, call Tom, call Nikki, and that's going to look through your phone book if you have your phone book entries downloaded and find the closest connection, ask you to confirm, and then dial them from there. It actually works extremely well. So now that we're back on the home screen, if you're wondering why I didn't go over phone and pairing, it's because I've actually already gone over it in one of my previous videos. If you would like to find out how to pair your phone, look in the description below and I have the link posted there. So we're going to move on to apps next. Now for apps, any of these apps, you're going to have them installed on your cell phone first. You have to then have your phone plugged in through a USB tether cable, and it has to be an authentic tether cable. It can't be something you got at Walgreens or, the budget section of the gas station. I just find that those cables don't work nearly as well. So once you have it installed on your cell phone and your phone plugged into the radio, you just go ahead and select whichever application you would like to open, and that application is just going to mirror what your cell phone's app is doing. You can use all the controls on this touchscreen radio to basically navigate your way through that application, just as if you would on your cell phone. Extremely simple to use, but if you do have any questions, please leave me a question in the comments below. Now, this is the first year Android Auto and Apple CarPlay has been out, and it's wonderful. It's the most amazing app that you could have on any vehicle, and anybody who doesn't have it, I strongly recommend you start looking into a vehicle that does. So both apps work pretty much identical. They have both very similar functionality. Since I'm an Android user, we're going to go ahead and go over Android Auto right now. So when you open it, it's going to bring you to this screen. Now quickly, your phone does have to be plugged in through the tether cable once again. So this is the home screen of Android Auto, and you're going to find your music, which is usually through Pandora or maybe Spotify, your last text message or message, and then I can quickly respond to it with like, I'm driving right now. It'll also have the weather and then your last recent phone call. Then you can also open up Google Maps or Waze. For example, I have Waze on my phone at the bottom left here. You can also open your phone or come back to the home screen. On the right, you'll find your music, which is currently being provided through Pandora, as you can see in the top left corner. And then the bottom right will return you back to the Subaru radio functions. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now, since we've pretty much covered what you can do with the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now, media is where you're going to come to find your disc player, which is grayed out right now, and not every car has the disc player. But if yours does, it's going to be located right underneath the screen in between two red dots. This is also where you're going to go to play any devices through USB. So MP3 players, phones, whatever it may be, you can do it through this. Even I've heard of people using flash drives, which is pretty cool. Kind of use it as a hard drive to save your music on, and then you just plug that in. And then the final is going to be Bluetooth here down at the bottom. Oh, my apologies. Actually, there's also an aux cable plug-in. And every car is different. Every Subaru has a different plug-in for these locations, but the two most common locations are going to be your center console and in the cargo tray area in front of the front shift lever for the automatic transmission. We're going to go back to home now. Finally, on the home screen, My Subaru is part of your Starlink subscription. When you have a Starlink subscription active and you have a dealer set up as your preferred dealer, you can go ahead and touch this and it will open you up to a screen that says make an appointment. You can make an appointment through your radio for service on your vehicle from anywhere. It's connected to the satellite, just like all the remote services such as remote start through your phone using My Subaru app, and the lights and horn function through My Subaru app, the walking directions back to your car through My Subaru app. All of those things are all connected through satellite, meaning you can use those features anywhere in the world. So if you need to schedule an appointment, you can do it from your car using the My Subaru app down here. Now that we're back on the home screen of the radio, you can pretty much see we have covered everything. However, if you would like to go over the settings, I am thinking about making a video that's going to go into a pretty in-depth walkthrough on all the settings that you can set up with this vehicle's the new radios for the Subaru. But that's going to be in a later date, and if you would like to see that, please put in the comment section below and I'd be happy to do that. So as you can see, this is much, much easier than it ever has been. If we were comparing this to, say, the 2010 Forester, it would have taken us an hour to go through the same features. It was appalling. Absolutely terrible. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, concerns, you'd like me to go over anything else on any other car too, I mean, whatever it may be, I'd be happy to help answer any questions, but put that in the comments below and I will address it as soon as I can. But thanks again for watching and make it a great day. I will talk to you soon. Bye now.